a perfect man. The word perfect means he is a full grown Christian, as he should be, just as a baby grows up because a little child and matures to full adulthood. James says the perfect man is able also to bridle the whole body. In other words, if he can control his speech, he can control his entire body. In fact, your whole life. The tongue lifts man from the animal world. It keeps him from being a uh, gibbering ape or an aping parrot. Man is not an inarticulate animal or a mockingbird. Man can put thought into words. He can express himself. He can be understood. He can communicate on the highest level. The tongue is a badge which you and I wear. It identifies us. It is the greatest index of to life. It is the table of contents of our lives. Our tongues give us away. They tell who we are. Quite a few years ago, I was rushing with my wife and little girl from a conference at Salt Lake City to a conference in San Francisco Bay Area. That's McGee and not me. And that's one of the things is I'm not so arrogant to believe that if I would have anything new to say, and that's why that I am able to read McGee's commentary. Some people say something about me not doing my own thing, but really, uh, if I did my own thing, somebody else has already said it. I'm not so arrogant to believe that I would have anything new under the sun that I could come up with that you may not have ever heard of. If I have, then we're probably in deep water and danger of a, uh, a hypocrisy. So as we came over the high Sierras and Donner Pass, we stopped at a little town. I don't even know the name of it, and pulled into a filling station and stepped out of the car and said to the young man there, "Fill her up." That's all I said. But as I was looking out at those mountains and the lovely scenery, I became conscious that he was eyeing me. Finally, I turned to him and smiled, and he said to me, "Are you Dr. McGee?" I said, "I sure am. Do I know you?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Do you know me?" He said, "No. I've never seen you before, but up here, especially during the winter time when we are all snowed in, we listen to you every Sunday night on the radio. We're we've been doing it for years. I'd know your voice anywhere. I've had the same experience a number of times. You see, my tongue gives me away. Remember the maid who said to Simon Peter, "Thy speech betray thee," Matthew chapter 26 and verse 73. He could not deny that he was from Galilee. Your speech tells who you are, your tongue gives you away. It tells where you came from, it tells whether you are ignorant or educated, cultured or crude, whether you are clean or unclean, whether you are vulgar or refined, whether you are a believer or a blasphemer, whether you're a Christian or a non Christian, whether you're guilty or not guilty. My friend, I am of the opinion that if you had a tape recorded message of everything you have said this past month, you would not want the world to hear it. Now, let's put the acid down on your tongue and mine. James will first deal with the unbridled and unrestrained tongue. And that concludes that section.